Hello everyone, today I'm going to introduce you a different adventure in Taipei. At first, everyone knows that Taipei is a mountainous county, even though there are numerous peaks scattered around in the several national parks in Taiwan. However, most of the tourists only have a few days to stay in Taipei. So what they can and they usually do is just hang around in the city center or just parts of the suburb, which indeed a great pity. So what I'm going to recommend today is that if you are a fan of nature or you're just interested in hiking, the Yangmingshan National Park is not your only choice. What I'm going to introduce you is that you can visit our historical trails near Taipei City. Before I introduce specific historical trails, I want to further define the word historical trail. It means that the routes just appearing in the hills or in the mountains that is explored, established by human beings. And in Taiwan, the historical trails had a very unique and multicultural background. So today I'm going to introduce the historical trail near the Taipei City, which is mostly for the communicating of these three spaces. The first one is the North Coast, and second, the Taipei City. And the third is Yilan. So here we show some brown trails, that is some of the historical trail. Before I want to talk about some history background, the knowledge of the historical trail in Taiwan. In the beginning, a lot of original people just live around Taiwan, maybe like 1,000 years ago. During their migration for maybe like searching new spaces to live or just split their tribes, they established the original shape of the historical trails. And then the Han people just came in. They cultivated west part of Taiwan, especially the coast area. However, the population grew. They started to try to explore the hills and mountains and tend to move inland by the historical trail. And then at the last stage of Qing dynasty and the Japanese rule period, the government utilized the existing trails to expand them and settle some policemen or soldiers to strengthen their power to control the aboriginal people. So this is the history knowledge of the historical trail. And what it means that what we're seeing now is formed in the past hundreds of years. So firstly, I want to introduce one of the most famous historical trail near Taipei City. This one is for the people that want to move from the north coast to Yilan. It's called Danlan Historical Trail. Well, actually, the ancients have only foot to transport their goods from Taipei to Yilan. So it usually takes 3 days for them to move. At the first night, they stayed on the edge of Taipei City, and at the second night, they just stay in the mountains. And at the third day, they will walk through the Chaoling Historical Trail, which is part of the Danlan Historical Trail, and its most famous one in here. it's very amazing and inspiring view of it. Is the most famous part of it. People usually spend hours to go through the Caolin historical trail, and after that they will see the Pacific Ocean and also the Guishan Island in front of them, and the scenery is just fascinating and encouraging after hours hiking. So Caolin right now is famous for its silver grass all around the mountain. So if you have time, I really recommend you to go there, because for myself, I just visited last month also. And the second one is the Fish Road Historical Trail. If you have time to Yangmingshan National Park, and then you can try it. It starts from the top of the Yangmingshan grass ground. And if you start from there, you can reach to the north coast of Taiwan. A town there called Jingshan, which is really famous for its duck cuisine. Ancient people lived in Taipei. They need a trail to do the trading business between Taipei City and the towns in the north coast. So this trail, Fish Road Trail, is for this. So over there, in between the Jiufen, Ruifang, and Jingguashi, there are many historical trails just concentrated in there and just waiting for your visit. So, as a sum up, although Taipei is very famous for its convenient public transportation, I still believe that you can have a trip by your foot, and if you do that, it must be a very impressive and unforgettable experience in your life. So this time, try to walk through the historical trail and adventure and explore the beauty and history of Taipei. Thank you.